how's it going? And welcome to our second, or technically third, Ren stream. The artist known as Ren. We did a review of one of his music videos, or two of his music videos, last week. And since then, since the videos were up, I received requests from 2 or 3 of the viewers to watch some other Ren material. I'm going to give the viewers a quick shout out, but first I just want to say hello to Tristan. I haven't seen Tristan in a long time. He's just appeared in the chat, and it's great to hear that he's starting his own channel on Twitch, and he's going to be streaming Dead by Daylight. Very scary stuff. He's a good Dead by Daylight player, and we want to support him. So Tristan, if you can hear me, how about you paste your link in the description box so that we can then paste it when we're doing our own Dead by Daylight stream, and then help support your channel. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Very excited to see Tristan again. Haven't seen him in like 6 months. So let me just give a shout out to 3 of the viewers that had commented on last week's Ren stream. We did something tail. What was it? I'll get the name for you in a second. We did 2 reactions. We did one that was Ren, Hi Ren, where this artist, this guitarist, is basically speaking to himself. But it's like his vulnerable side is speaking to his demons, kind of like. I mean, there's no way I can explain this to do the song justice, so check the song out. You don't need to check my reaction video. Just go directly to Ren's page and check out Hi Ren. And there was a person called Francis Doll 4039, Critical Clinic, and I think it was Sonia Bird. I can't find that name anymore, but it was something Sonia Bird. And basically, these kind of people gave me a little bit more insight to Ren's music. And what happened was, I had watched the Violet's Tale. That was it. I had watched Violet's Tale, but I wasn't supposed to watch Violet's Tale yet. The thing was, Misanthropy, one of our channel's viewers, advised me to watch Violet's Tale. She says you would really like the song, which I did. However, I shouldn't have watched it. I should have watched it later on, because first comes Jenny's Tale. So there might be spoilers, I heard. And if you've ever been to one of my streams, you'll know that I chat away with viewers and we end up digressing, and we start talking about everything from mental health to football to whatever, right? So I apologize in advance for anyone who's came here for a streamlined stream. Not going to happen. In today's stream, however, we will be supporting mental health. So I have pinned a comment for a mental health organisation called mind.org.uk. You can go over there. I mean, you don't have to donate. If you have a couple of dollars extra and you just want to donate and support that institute or that research facility, why not? Go ahead. However, I think the more important thing is to read up on different things. So, like for example, I was reading earlier on, there's something called SAD, S-A-D, which is seasonal affective disorder. I didn't know they have a name for it. And it's a type of depression you can experience during certain times of the year. It will surface maybe during Christmas if you've lost a loved one during Christmas, which is actually something that someone who I know has. And it says here, get support with SAD. And then there's news and campaigns and get involved and information and support. Are you under 18 suffering from depression, and so on and so forth. So a pretty cool website. you can forward it to someone who you might know needs some help, and you yourself can check it out, whoever you are, and you can support it if you've got a couple of dollars left over, or pounds or euros or whatever it is. So you can do that. And in addition to that, underneath I have set up our links, so you can check out our tipping page. We have a tipping link where you can tip the page over PayPal, and then we have some links in the description if you want to get something from Amazon. You need to play The Joy of Creation. It is a very scary FNAF free roam fan-made game. Literally just did a reaction video to Five Nights at Freddy's original soundtrack from the Tombstones, I think they're called. I will check it out, my friend. I will check it out. All right, let's get into this video and see what this artist has for us. Alright, he loves his jewellery, eh? He's always got his jewellery on, yet it doesn't stop his fingers from moving at lightning speed. One thing I heard about this artist, somebody from the comment section informed me that he was dying multiple times in his life. Yeah, there's an autoimmune disorder. He can only eat like 4 or 5 different types of foods, and he's now being treated for it. But he was mistreated a couple of times in his life. So shout out to this artist's resilience or tenacity, and for wanting to stay alive, to make good music and to inspire others. And as you can see, he knows his way around a guitar. And also shout out to the director. These things are often overlooked. And even though this is a low budget handheld footage type video, me as a filmmaker, I always show respect to any type of video being made, especially when it's kind of low budget. You know, some beautiful things can still happen, and this artist is teaming up with decent, good artists out there, you know. So let's continue the video.
It was a quiet dark night in an empty street somewhere in London City. Jenny walked alone, she was dragging her feet, she was heading back home to sleep.
Alright, so he already like added a Spanish element in there, a Jamaican element in there. That's like awesome, man. I like the way he went, London City. That's kind of like in some of the old reggae songs, and then the way he plays the guitar, it's got that, I think it's got that Spanish influence. I don't know what his influences are or where he's got them from, but I mean, it's just the perfect fusion. Tristan says, whoa. I'm assuming either Tristan's saying whoa to one of two things: how ugly my face looks, or how awesome this guitarist is. This singer here. This art that this guy displays, but I'm sure it's this. I'm sure it's this. Only messing with you, Tristan.
Well, she knew this town, she knew this floor, because she walked it about 1,000 times before. She wanted to escape. Can you blame? Well, on the very same night, in a different place, there was this hooded young youth by the name of James. He was 14 years old and out of his brain, he'd been smoking ganja with the boys. James, he grew up to be a kid of the street.
Alright, so this is a tale that is all too true. Tristan says the second. Oh, sorry, this might be a British audience. I need to turn it around and say the second. Cheers, Tristan. I gave you the ball, but you didn't score the goal. He says, nah, I'll give this one to Kareem for free. So thanks very much, man. Appreciate it. Don't forget to send your link, man, so that we can support you. So the story that he's talking about, I know that from like Glasgow, and you have the same thing in Dublin and all over most of England. And some of the bigger cities, you know, project housing, you've got the girls that are going to work and then they're coming back in the evening, and then you've got the lads that are outside and they're like, hey, what's up? And some of them, like in Glasgow, we've got some youth gangs. Some of the members are 11 years old and they're carrying knives and smoking all type of stuff. And shame on our government, man, for not taking care of it. Same goes in Ireland, and we always say, oh, we're such an amazing country, we can be proud. Nah, man, if you got an 11-year-old smoking crack in your country or your city, no, nothing to be proud of. That has to be eliminated. That kid needs to be put in school, loved and disciplined, and shouldn't be walking about. But he's talking about a 14-year-old, so that I don't know if his stories are true or not. But that is a common thing. You'll often get a little hoodie walking about, a Jack the Lad at night time. He's like, oh, all right. So let's see how the story continues.
It's called him Screech, he was quick on his feet, he was a liar, a thief. At 14 years old, the devil had set his sights on his soul. As Jenny walked home all alone, she felt scared. Usually she was alright, but it was like there was something in the air. A divine intervention telling her to beware, maybe intuition bugging her and making her so scared. Sirens sounded in the distance to the beat of Jenny's feet.
I like when he talks about Jenny. You see hearts in the background. You see at the top left. And I think there was a heart before when he was mentioning Jenny. Kind of adds, I mean, I know it's a subliminal touch, or it might not even be intentional, but it could have been directed towards Jenny and on purpose. But if not, either way, happy or sad coincidence, I don't know. But yeah, I already feel that this story is not going to end well.
A symphony of the night that echoes crime on London streets. Jenny turns a corner, their eyes they meet.
There's a guy sitting up there at the left. That dude must be looking down like, oh, there was this dude singing about here. What's going on here? I like the way that he changes pace in the song. So he'll go, oh, 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 just to like say the one word, like London City. And then he'll start basically rapping. And then he'll go to like something in between. So he has no problem jumping in between, back and forward. You know, for everyone saying, or for everyone who's told me that he's almost died like 17 times in the past couple of years, I totally believe them. But he looks like there's something about him when he's doing his music. He's the picture of health. It's like youth and energy just runs through him, you know. So that being said, oops, sorry, what did I do here? That being said, let's continue. I think I've just, there we go. I think I just hit something. Who the freak is that? Tristan says. You mean the guy in the background? To be honest, I have no idea. He's just sitting in the background, probably like wanting to smoke a cigarette, thinking to himself, what the hell have I got myself into? What are these people doing here?
Our poor girl Jenny, a boy named Screech. Give me all your money, bitch, give it to me. If you cooperate, then you'll soon be free. I want your purse, your phone, don't fucking look at me. I mean it, bitch, are you listening to me? Jenny freezes statue like a lady shakes stalactite. Feel like liquid nitrogen in the dark night.
Ooh. God, what a way with words he's got. Well, first, he went from very brutal to very poetic in a very short period of time. And liquid nitrogen in the dark night. Fear in the Dark Night. That can also be a Batman reference. I'm not saying it is, but it could be. Failing that, it's impressive. While I'm still on the support line, Tristan says. How do you mean? How do you mean support line? He is very angry. Yeah, he jumped from very angry to from very sweet to being very angry. Now, let me just replay this real quick. Let me take 2 steps back.
Lady shake stalactite, feel like liquid nitrogen in the dark night.
Stalactite, feel like liquid nitrogen in the dark night. The way he pronounces it, he makes everything rhyme. That there are some words, not this, but sometimes there are words that shouldn't rhyme, and he somehow bends them, right? It's like there's nothing that rhymes with orange, syringe. When you play around with the words, then you can get it. You're on the donor line, so you're waiting for someone to donate something to you. Is that correct, or did I misunderstand that? Elaborate on that for us, Tristan. Otherwise, I'm going to embarrass myself by misunderstanding that.
She tried to find strength to move, but stayed as still as a statue in high-heeled shoes. What?
Oh, yes, I feel that. There's nothing better, right? There's nothing better than somebody trying to come up to you and step to you or like rob you. I'm not advocating violence, right? But there is nothing better when you're like, come here, you, right? When you want to grab a hold of them. On the other end of the spectrum, you have sheer fear. And that's what these people play off of. And being so afraid that you can't move. Like children and women, or even some men, they're so afraid that they can't move. That is something that I feel despicable when people play on that, you know. Sometimes you shouldn't move for a tactical advantage, but it's very satisfying when you're not afraid of anything. I mean, you're still afraid of some things, right? Everyone's afraid of something. But let's say you're in the position where somebody tries to rob you and you're like, come here, you want to rob me? Okay. But you're going to need to put the full effort in because you're not getting away with that. And then, you know, you're afraid for your family and whatnot, right? That's a different thing. But when I see videos or when I've witnessed past experiences of people just being afraid and other people preying on that and using that to their advantage to make them feel good, obviously these people are the ones with fear because they can only put themselves in a position of advantage and give themselves a feeling of success or a feeling of triumphantness when standing over someone else. Someone who wasn't a threat to begin with, right? So a very vile thing to do. Tristan says, no, the donator line for your channel. Tristan, you know, without, at the risk of making me sound even more confused and unprepared for this stream, I need to ask, I'm sorry, I don't understand how you mean. For the, if you go up if I'm understanding you correctly, if you go up to the comments, there is a donation button for a mental health institute. So there's two buttons. There's one is a new version of a button where you can donate directly to our channel via PayPal. And above that, there is the donator for mind.org, which is a mental health institute that you can donate directly to. You don't get, if you want to donate to them, you don't need to do anything over us, like over Karimdavisfilms. We don't hold any of those donations. That is completely separate. I did research, intimate research, which lasted about 7 minutes, to be honest. I read through what is the best place to donate. And you don't need to, like, the special thanks to, I'm still on it. The special thanks. Do you mean the super thanks on YouTube? Because that's disabled. I don't have that anymore. YouTube sent me a warning that I used my own Cuphead video and I recut it, and then they says, oh, big warning, blah blah blah, and they disabled everything. So I've sent an appeal to say, yeah, I stole a video from Kareem Davis, but I am Kareem Davis, right? So if that's what you mean. But guys, anyone who wants to, just check out our tipping link, and there you can support the channel if you want to, but nobody has to. And we also have affiliate links down at the bottom. Yeah, I'm an Amazon affiliate. Ooh, €3 a year. I promise I won't get big-headed with all this money coming my way. All right, let's continue.
The hell you playing at? You playing games with me? I swear to fucking God, I'll slice the rosy off your cheeks. You think I don't mean it, go? You don't know me. The last thing you see will be a boy code. Screech, reach with the sheath, that the blade with the teeth that could bite through steel and slice concrete.
Dude has got bars. Like, he can be a rapper or a singer. Like, he can diverge. He can go in whichever direction he wants to. Because he very good writer. Like, listen to that again. That's better than 90% of what's happening in rap nowadays.
Boy code. Screech, reach with the sheath, that the blade with the teeth that could bite through steel and slice concrete. And he swung possessed with the devil in his chest, and the statue she was turned to butter in her breath.
So as soon as he said she, this heart's in the background. But as he was talking about Screech, the evil spider webs became visible. But see, heart's in the background again. I wasn't lying. Special thanks to our donors. Now I think I understand you. No, the donator line for your channel, the special thanks to, I'm still on it, special thanks to our donors. Yeah, of course you are. So guys, anyone who's ever donated anything to the channel, whether it be a game or money or downloadable content, they get their name there. So that is the wall of shame. So Oshi FFM, Leto Enchanted, Cheaps, all these people you see down there right now, and you should be there because if I remember correctly, you donated, it was like, there you are, Trinash. It was like Dead by Daylight outfits from the 80s, which was pretty cool. And I still wear them to this day. In real life sometimes. So yeah, of course you're there. I'm never going to remove anyone who's helped the channel in any which way.
It was a quiet dark night in an empty street somewhere in London City.
Oof. He's nice with it, man.
Jenny lay still on the cold concrete. She's found somewhere to sleep.
So I'd like to think in this case she's homeless, but I don't think that's going to be the case, because the contrasting experience that's left over is she got thrashed or sliced and diced.
Well, she knew this town, she knew this floor, 'cause she'd walked it about 1,000 times before. I guess that she escaped. It's such a shame.
So let me just did she escape at the end? Did I understood that correctly? Did I understand that correctly? Word for word, bar for bar, he's got bars. Trust and I agree 100%. Stud knows what he's doing. Let me just get the end there though. I don't know if I misunderstood it or if I accurately understood it. Let me get the end part there.
'Cause she'd walked it about 1,000 times before. I guess that she escaped.
I guess that she escaped.
It's such a shame.
So did she escape by dying? That's what he could be. That's what he could be indicating, right? That's what he could be insinuating. Like she escaped this cruel world by dying. But I think she's... Wait, no, I can't. He doesn't know if she escaped? I don't think so. It's a 3-part story, though. It's a 3-part story. So I listened to part 3 last Sunday. This is, I think, part 1. And part 2 I'm going to listen to on this Sunday. So I'm not completely sure what happened to who yet. I think when I listen to song number 2, I'll have the full picture. But I also can't, like, I can't give too much away because I don't want anyone, having too many spoilers. But let me get that last part. Let's enjoy this last part.
Sliced concrete and he swung possessed.
There we go.
Cheeks, you think I don't mean it, go. You don't know me. The last thing you see will be a boy code. Screech, reach with the sheath, the blade with the teeth that could bite through steel. And sliced concrete and he swung possessed with the devil in his chest. And the statue she was turned to butter in her breath. Sliced concrete and he swung possessed with the devil in his chest. And the statue she was turned to butter in her breath.
The statue she was turned to butter in her breath.
It was a quiet dark night in an empty street somewhere in London City. Jenny lay still on the cold concrete. She's found somewhere to sleep.
Jenny lay still on the corner. I think she died. She got stabbed because she was immobilized. She couldn't move. And then suddenly she became like butter. She just melted onto the floor. So I think that was it for Jenny, God bless her.
Well, she knew this town, she knew this floor, 'cause she'd walked it about 1,000 times before.
He's talking about her.
I guess that she escaped.
There was hearts with a girl on a swing behind him again. That is either very, very well planned out, or it's just one coincidence after another. Either way, that's how I read into it. Anytime he mentions Jenny, there's hearts all over the place.
It's such a shame.
You can feel the soul like breaking out of this guy when he when he sings. And it's good to see him up and about. So the other two videos I watched, he was in hospital or in a psychiatric ward, and there was a pig from Dead by Daylight that wheeled him into the psychiatric ward, where he then ended up talking to himself or his other self. So yeah, it's good to see him up and about for a change. Anyway, I think that does it for today in regards to looking into Ren's work. Always a pleasure checking out Ren. And it's also nice people suggesting me stuff that they want to see. It helps me like kind of broaden my horizon. And I'm always open to listen to good music. So today I want to give a special thanks to Derek Try, aka Trinash. You're still over in Texas, Try, aren't you? Trinash, aka Tristan. Good to see you again, my friend. And yeah, for anyone who's interested, tomorrow I will be streaming one of the most brutal games ever, Spyro the Dragon. It's a game about a dragon who's called Spyro, hence the name Spyro the Dragon. And after that, on Sunday, I'll probably do the second version or the second part of this song. Tristan says, what time? It's going to be about 8 o'clock Dublin time. So I don't know, that would be like early afternoon. No, not early. About 2 o'clock Texas time. It's a game about a dragon. Kareem. 2023. Yeah, you can't go wrong with that. So yeah, once again, thank you, Tristan, for joining us. I hope you had a good time. I don't know if this is the kind of music you like. For me, I'm always open for any genre, and this is an artist I personally can appreciate. And yeah, I wish you all a great rest of your day. Take good care of your mental health, physical health, families, pets, friends, psyches, everything. And just try and enjoy life and live it to the max. And I'll catch you all soon. And Tristan, once again, thank you so much, my friend, for joining us. And I'll see you all in the next one. And watch this. I snap my fingers. Magic. But I've also got OBS open and, you know, I clicked the button that said switch. So there's that. Anyway, guys, all the best to y'all. Take good care.